You can make tons of money soliciting your service door to door. And in this video, me and my buddy Mike are going to be breaking down a door-to-door sales script so that way you can have the blueprint to landing jobs knocking doors. But more than that, we're also going to be sharing with you some of the non-verbal selling strategies so that way you can give yourself the best chance to close more jobs. Now, if you want the step-by-step guide on how we fill our company schedules with high-paying, high-intent customers, check out the Local Domination 2 course. It'll be the first link in the comment section and the description. And if you need help keeping up with customers, sending estimates, invoices, or collecting payments, check out QuoteIQ. It'll be the second link in the comment section and the description. And the next one, Mike, is the best door-to-door script for no soliciting neighborhoods. What do you think about this first and foremost before we jump into the video? Like neighborhoods that have no soliciting, actually going door to door and, not abiding by the rules on that.
Yeah. So my business, we do not go door to door. We never have. And unless things get really, really bad, we never will. But as far as soliciting in a specifically no soliciting neighborhood, like I live in a neighborhood where there is no soliciting. Like you're not even allowed to put, flyers on doors or on mailboxes or anything in between. And, if people start walking through the neighborhoods, at least my neighborhood, knocking on doors, the HOA property manager is going to be up on the guy in a matter of minutes. And they're going to, ask him to leave politely. But, this is a no soliciting area. If you continue to do so, there are repercussions, which, no soliciting, it's a legal thing. So, be respectful, I think. But let's see what this dude says.
There's no soliciting around here. So what are you doing?
Oh, we're just out here. We're pressure washing driveways. We've done a few of your neighbors. If you'd like a free quote.
Okay. If you can do it real quick.
Yeah, sure. So let me take a look real quick. So the whole driveway and then this walkway would be $325.
Okay.
And then we can get you done as soon as next Wednesday.
I think I'll pass for right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think it's the price?
Nah, it's a good price, but I think I'll just pass.
Oh, okay. What's the price you'd be willing to pay?
Okay, before we get too deep into this, Mike says, hey, we're just doing some pressure washing in the neighborhood. He kept calm, I think, is the biggest thing, right? Because when you have a big reaction, you're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not supposed to be doing this. And then you leave, I think that's a lot of people's reactions. What do you think off the beginning of this, though?
I liked several of the things that he did say, right? Super nonchalant, like he was supposed to be there, which, hey, we're just in the neighborhood, doing some stuff. Just wanted, so it's not like I'm in the wrong, right? He like owned it, right? Which I thought was cool, right? He commanded, and then the other guy's like, well, yeah, it's no soliciting, but you can give me a quote if you can do it quick, right? Like, okay, cuck, here's your price. And then the guy's like, oh no, I'm surprised that guy didn't say, I need to check with my wife if I'm allowed to spend our money, right? Like that's that guy. A, you're a Karen for approaching somebody about soliciting in my neighborhood. B, the price, it was too high. And then he says, and the kid, which I liked, he goes, so was it the price, right? Kind of put the guy on the spot like, oh, you're a brokey. You can't afford it, right? It's only $250 or whatever it was. But then he goes, and which I love is, what price would you be comfortable paying, right? That was a good move. And then what that does is it opens up negotiation, but it also allows you not to waste a lot of time. Because if the guy's like, well, $99, then you can be like, yeah, get lost. We could do it for, $250, and then you can go from there.
Another thing that he did really well, when he said the price, he assumed the close. So you guys are going to hear him say, so the whole driveway and the walkway is going to be $325, and assuming the close, he then says, and then we can go ahead and get you on the schedule as soon as next Wednesday. So that's another cool little thing that you can do, is just assume that they're going to say yes, and this is when we can get you on the schedule. The only thing is, Mike, we gotta criticize him a little bit for going shirtless at the beginning.
This is how you sell a job.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna get my shirt off in a second.
And then this walkway would be $325.
Okay.
And then we can get you done as soon as next Wednesday.
I think I'll pass for right now.
You think it's the price?
Nah, it's a good price, but I think I'll just pass.
Oh, okay. What's the price you'd be willing to pay?
There's two reasons why somebody would say no whenever you give them a price, right? Either the price is too high or the value is too low. So you can either give more value or lower the price. In this instance, he just wants to close a deal, right? He's going door to door. He didn't have to knock another door if he probably lands this job. So he's just like, what price would be good for you if we did it right now? And you saw the guy, he asked him, he said, hey, is it a price thing? And the guy was like, no, not really. It's always a price thing, right, Mike? Like usually what comes after they say that is just an excuse.
The thing about door knocking is it's not like this person called you to get a quote for pressure washing his house or driveway. So the third option is he doesn't want a pressure washing. He doesn't need a pressure washing. He's not thinking about pressure washing. So it doesn't matter if the price was $375 or $250. It's just that's not something that he's interested in doing at this time. So.
Right. And he would have just probably turned them away from the beginning. The fact that he engaged them and said, well, just give me a quick price lets you know that at least there's some interest
There is
there.
some interest, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a pretty big driveway.
I know, 250 maybe.
250?
Yeah.
Would you meet at 275?
No, 250 I would do.
All right, let's do 250 then. And then I upsold him on his whole front side soft wash for another 175. So the total was 425 for that whole job. This is how you sell it.
Okay. So, right, customer says 250. In a negotiation, whoever's willing to walk away is the one who ultimately wins the negotiation. As you guys can see here, when the customer said, nope, 250 is it, he's like, all right, we'll do it for 250, because obviously he didn't want to miss out on the money.
Right.
Right, Mike? Another cool thing is he said he upsold it after the fact to do the front of the house. Whether or not he did or not, that's only up to him. Only he knows. But the biggest thing is you're looking for upsells. You're looking to upsell more stuff to the customers. Right, Mike?
Absolutely. I thought he did good.
Right. So how to get leads in a neighborhood where there's no soliciting? You solicit anyway. First step.
Just do it.
Right. And then you act like you're supposed to be there. Hey, we're washing driveways in the neighborhood. Just want to see if you want to get a quick quote, nonchalant, right? Drop the guard of the homeowner. And then any leeway from the homeowner lets you know that they're at least interested enough, right, to possibly get the job done. In that case, you give them a quote. If they say no, it's always pretty much a price issue or a value issue. In this case, he lowers the price, and whoever's willing to walk away on that negotiation wins. He said, I'm not going to go any lower than 250. And ultimately, this guy upsold him after he was able to get on the property. So a lot of great things that we can garner from this interaction. When you say something,
and I'm just going to throw this in as just like a little added bonus. So the guy didn't like the 375 price, right? Said, what do you want to pay? Dude said 250. He tried to bump it up to 275. You could say something to the effect of, okay, what if we did it for 225 and we take the driveway and the sidewalk out? And he goes, I'd really like the driveway and sidewalk done. Okay, then we can do it for 275, right? Decrease the value. So, it's an exchange, right? And then you're also showing the guy, like, okay, there is value in X, Y, and Z, but if I take Z out, right, it's going to lower the price, but it's not going to be what you want. So just something else to think about.
If you guys don't want customers that are going to beat you down on price like this, then find ways to get in front of customers who, want to get the service done, right? If this was a Google customer, they would never beat you down this heavily on the price because they have higher intent to purchase. This guy was probably just hanging out outside, and this guy rolls up on him and tries to sell him pressure washing. In that event, you have to be willing to lower your price a good bit because the customer doesn't have as high of intent as if they were a Google customer, calling in to actively get the service done. So a couple things to keep in mind. I think door knocking is incredible. I think it should be in your marketing mix. If you don't have things like Google, if you don't have things like Facebook running, if you don't have, some of the other aspects of your marketing mix, then I don't think solely relying on door knocking is a way to build a business, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Wouldn't you say so, Mike?
Well, I don't think you can. I know some guys that have built good businesses from door knocking, at least initially, right? Like if you've got no other means, then that's a great way. Another thing, and then we'll move on, but like kid was wearing a company shirt logo, right? Looks professional, which also adds some credence and some, trustworthiness to his, being, around knocking on doors, even if it is no soliciting. All right, let's go.
One more thing. You can also tell that he's done this a lot. Okay. So I don't want you guys to think you watch this video, it's like the first time you go out, you're going to be as good as this guy. He's obviously talked to like a lot of customers because you don't just nonchalant walk up and sell something like that without having a lot of prior experience. So anyway, good video.